From time to time, the ocean decides to share its mysteries with us, washing ashore objects that range from the amazing to the chilling. Beaches around the world have become stages for these oceanic oddities, transforming casual walks along the sand into adventures into the unknown. Number 1. Snowballs. In November 2016, it was somewhat disconcerting to understand what was happening off the coast of Siberia. Thousands of small snowballs appeared accumulated on the seashore. These snowballs were apparently formed by the interaction of wind and cold weather, and were found along a stretch of the Russian coast in the Arctic Circle. This unusual and surprising find turns out to be a rare phenomenon and almost unlikely to witness. Mother Nature shows her ability to create snowballs even more perfect than we could shape with our own hands. Number 2. Siamese dolphins. On a beach in Izmir, Turkey, a two-headed dolphin surprised tourists. This strange sighting left everyone stunned, as the dolphin, just 12 months old and 1 meter long, had become stranded due to an intense storm that hit the sea the night before. Number 3. Crystal sea creatures. Similar to jellyfish, these sea creatures that appear to be made of blue glass occasionally surface on some coasts in the United States. Their bodies are flat and transparent like floats, with a triangular sail that allows them to be guided by the wind through the sea. Unfortunately, they become stranded on the shore when the wind dies down. Despite this, these animals are harmless and can be found on beaches in large numbers, creating a spectacle worthy of admiration. Although this recurring phenomenon has raised concerns about the health of these creatures, scientists assure that events like this do not harm the species in any way. Number 4. A huge eye. It is not an everyday experience to find a fish stranded on the beach, much less is it common to find a giant part of its body. A man was walking along Pompano Beach in Florida when he came across a huge eye. It was an eyeball, no doubt, but the creature to which it belonged was an enigma. He quickly turned the mysterious eye over to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. Genetic tests were carried out to determine the origin of this visual organ. The results indicated that large fish such as tuna or swordfish were the most likely choices, while the bone structure around the eye ruled out the possibility that it came from a giant squid. If this eye belongs to a fish, it most likely came from a much larger creature than most people have had the opportunity to witness. Number 5. Megalodon tooth. It was discovered in 2016 by a 7-year-old boy, a shark enthusiast who used to search for shark teeth off the coast of South Carolina, a family tradition during his vacations. Foster Fraser, diving into the water, realized that he had found something special. What initially looked like a rock was revealed to be a giant tooth. While normal shark teeth measure up to 10 centimeters, those of the megalodon can reach up to 18 centimeters. Foster's mother considered her son to be the ideal person to make this find, as he had read many books about sharks, wore clothing with shark motifs, and expressed his desire to find a megalodon tooth one day. The tooth, millions of years old, is currently on display at the Riverfront Museum in Peoria, Illinois. Number 6. Drifting log. On a beach in Washington, United States, a piece of driftwood caught attention due to its impressive size. This enormous tree trunk, measuring between 2 and 3 meters wide and 30 meters high, was carried ashore. Although it is believed that strong winds or intense storms may have brought it to the beach, there is no definitive scientific explanation. Number 7. A Harley Davidson. It was found looking rusty and was found standing on the coast of British Columbia, Canada. This motorcycle is believed to have been swept into the Pacific Ocean following the Japanese tsunami of 2012. The motorcycle was originally located in Miyagi, northern Japan, before traveling thousands of kilometers to Canada. Even though the tsunami swept more than 1.5 million tons of debris into the sea, this machine managed to survive the entire trip. The most notable thing about this story is that the person who discovered the motorcycle made an effort to find its owner and return it to him. However, in the end he was unable to do so. Number 8. Huge Lego Men. Lego dolls 2 meters high have been found on the shores of different beaches. One has been seen on a beach in Japan and more recently in Florida. This discovery remains one of the most unusual found on the coast. Number 9. A football fish would certainly be an amazing experience during a walk on the beach. This deep-sea inhabitant, previously known as an abyssal fish, recently surprised beachgoers in California. Although its eyes are far from those of a science fiction creature, the football fish thrives in the abyssal darkness of the ocean, usually at a depth of around 3,000 feet below the surface. Its appearance on sandy beaches is rare. The Pacific football fish, a variant of the fish, is covered in black and has a stout, gelatinous body. Its eyes are tiny, its mouth is wide and full of sharp teeth, and most notable is its luminous lure extending from its head. This bioluminescent lure is used to attract prey, illuminating the dark waters of its deep-sea home. Interestingly, only females possess this shiny appendage and they can reach up to 24 inches in length, in stark contrast to the tiny males which only grow to about an inch. The reproductive habits of these fish are as strange as their appearance. The males become parasites, attaching themselves to the females and eventually becoming a permanent part of them, except for their reproductive organs. This peculiar mating strategy is a necessity in the empty vastness of the deep sea, where finding a mate is a formidable challenge. Number 10. Huge plastic tubes. In 2017, several tourists looking to get a tan on British beaches experienced an unexpected surprise. Instead of simply finding sand and marine life, they found an astonishing scene: 4 plastic tubes of colossal dimensions with lengths ranging between 200 and 480 meters. According to the UK Maritime and Coast Guard Agency, these huge plastic tubes were destined for a significant project in Algeria. They were originally being towed but broke free and ended up stranded on the northeast Norfolk coast. Additionally, 8 other pipes were detected that had also come loose. Although they became trapped in the water, a recovery operation was immediately launched and the pipes were returned to their manufacturers in Norway. Number 11. Enigmatic shells. Beaches are often home to seashells, but occasionally particularly unusual and enigmatic specimens turn up. Some shells may have unique colors and patterns or even be rare species that are rarely found in that coastal region. These mysterious marine treasures are a reminder of the diversity and beauty of the underwater world. Number 12. Crab invasion. At the end of July 2023, an unusual phenomenon occurred on the beaches south of San Diego, California. All the beaches along the coast were invaded by small red pelagic crabs. In many online videos you can see a large number of crabs invading the beaches. These crabs are small, 2.5 to 7.5 centimeters in size. They typically live in Baja California, Mexico, but sometimes go further north due to warm currents. Scientists are trying to understand why there are so many crabs in California. They say this happens when there are currents of hot water. In 2022, there was a lot of warm water in the ocean between Mexico and Canada, and scientists are trying to understand it, although they haven't had much success. There were similar crab invasion events in 1997 and 2002, all related to warm water. Although it might seem easy to harvest them for dinner, scientists warn that it is not safe as they can contain toxins that are harmful to people. Number 13. Amber whale. Although vomiting is common on many occasions, when it comes to whales, the story is different. Whale vomit can be extremely valuable. In September 2021, a fisherman discovered a package of ambergris, also known as whale vomit, on a beach in southern Thailand. This ambergris is a rare and valuable substance used in luxury perfumes. The package found by the fisherman weighed 30 kilos and was worth more than $1 million, which changed his life. Ambergris is formed in the digestive system of whales as a response to the sharp beaks of the squid they eat. It can float in the ocean for years before reaching beaches, where it takes on a unique scent due to exposure to the sun and salt water, making it highly desired by perfume sellers. Although its exact value is difficult to determine, ambergris is considered one of the most expensive things in the world, with prices ranging from a few hundred to thousands of dollars per gram. Number 14. Beach chase. Imagine that you are relaxing peacefully on the beach, enjoying the sunny weather, when suddenly, right before your eyes, a real police chase of a criminal begins. That's exactly what happened to one drone owner who decided to capture the incident from an aerial view. In one video, a man is seen escaping from police into the water, trying to avoid arrest. At first, he appears to be successful, but eventually falls and is arrested. This happened in Venice Beach, Los Angeles. The police had been chasing the criminal, who had committed a robbery, for half an hour. They even chased him in cars, but couldn't catch him. He then reached the beach and continued running in the water to the Santa Monica Pier, but was eventually arrested due to a fall. There was also another incident on the same beach, where a group of drunk youths harassed others and threatened them with beach umbrellas. Fortunately, the police arrived in time and a fight was avoided. Number 15. In the jaws of a whale. In one of the books of the Old Testament, it is told how the prophet Jonah was swallowed by a whale and remained in its belly for 3 days and 3 nights. Two American women, Julie McSorley and Liz Cottrell, they had a close encounter with a whale in the San Luis Pass, on the Pacific coast. While closely watching humpback whales feeding early in the morning, they got too close to a school of fish, which attracted a whale toward their kayak. In a video captured by a drone, the whale is seen emerging from the water and approaching the women's boat. It looked like they were going to be gobbled up, but fortunately they survived. The women mentioned that they tried to walk away quickly, but were unable to avoid the encounter. Rescuers helped them out of the water and they were not injured. This experience certainly provided them with an exciting story to tell in the future. Number 16. Dead fish. In June 2023, residents around Bryan Beach witnessed a disturbing scene, and some decided to capture the event. The entire coastline was littered with thousands of dead fish. There were a large number of dead menhaden fish due to several factors, including a rapid increase in water temperature. These fish need a lot of oxygen to live, but when the water exceeds 21 degrees Celsius, there is not enough oxygen and they begin to die. Despite hot summers in Texas, such a large fish die-off has not been seen in a long time. In addition to rising water temperatures, there was a severe drought that made the water on the coast shallower and warmer. The lack of sunlight also decreased oxygen levels in the water, affecting not only menhaden fish, but also rays and other marine animals. Number 17. A colossal turtle. On the shore of paradise, visitors encounter a wonderful creature. It is not a fake video, this turtle is real and the largest in the world. The leatherback turtle measures 3 meters long and weighs about 800 kilograms, surprising everyone who sees it. Although their size and sharp beaks may seem intimidating, they are completely harmless to humans and feed only on jellyfish and a little algae. Number 18. Thousands of crocodiles on the beach. A ferocious predator occupying a beach is already a disturbing enough sight, but what about thousands of crocodiles on a beach in Brazil, causing panic even to the local population? Although the exact reason for their presence on the beach remains unknown, experts suggest that the crocodiles may have migrated from nearby swampy areas to avoid harsh weather conditions or to find more hospitable breeding grounds. The potential danger of so many crocodiles in one place cannot be underestimated. Authorities are working hard to control the crocodile population and ensure the safety of local people and tourists. However, it is a difficult task when such a large number of crocodiles are present on the beach.